Hello, what's going on everybody? This is Yogi and today I'm going to teach you how to install WordPress in your domain. So, let's start. So, as you can see, I have already logged on to my hosting account which is in yogihosting.com. So, if you want to create an account, you can go to the Yogi Hosting and you go to the create account link, and here you can create your account. So Yogi Hosting also provides domain registration and web hostings, and which you can see that it is providing economy hosting from $6.99 per month, and also the domain registrations which you can get from $12.99 new registrations and etc etc. So you can see my domain is Jane Austen and me, and when I register, when I refresh it, I see page not found, but this domain is already registered, which you can see on my account under domains, and you see it's Jane Austen and me, and it is registered and it is expiring on 2019. So now I have to install WordPress in my this domain. So what you have to do, you have to go to the web hosting link here, and you can see I have two hostings. Number one is the Deluxe Linux hosting with cPanel, and number two is the Deluxe Windows hosting with Plex panel. So let me install this WordPress in my Plex hosting. So I click on manage, and the hosting Plex hosting page is getting opened right now. So as you can see that the first step uh, of installing WordPress in your domain is to host your domain in the web hosting. So my web hosting Plex hosting page has opened up, and you see that my domain, which is Jane Austen and me, is not here. So what I have to do is I have to add this domain to my Plex hosting first. So first click on add new domain, right, and you give the name of the domain, which is Jane, or just copy it from here, janeaustenandme.com, and hosting type, let it remain as website hosting, and this is the document root. Slash means the root of the hosting, and I just remove the .com from this name, and the document root becomes slash Jane Austen and me. So Jane Austen and me will be the folder which will be created on the root of my web hosting, and the preferred domain I should set as www.janeaustenandme. You can also set as something without www, but I prefer www, so I selected this and click OK. So it's now adding the domain to my Plex hosting. It will take some few seconds, and once the domain gets added, you will see the domain on the web hosting. So kindly wait. So now my Jane Austen and me domain is added to my hosting, and you should see this green message in the green box. Information the domain Jane Austen and me.com is was successfully created. So it's now added to my hosting, and you can find it here, which is right here, Jane Austen and me. You see this added. So if you refresh it, then you now see future home of something quite new. So it tells you that the domain is now hosted on the web hosting, and now our main task of installing WordPress in this domain has started. So let's create the show more, and I select the uh, um, install apps, which is here. Okay, so click install apps. So my app page, which is the applications page, has opened up, where you see lots of applications ready to be installed to your domain. Um, you have hundreds of applications to choose from. So I go to the featured applications, where I will easily be able to find the WordPress. Here it is, WordPress with Joomla and Drupal. So since I have to install WordPress to my Jane Austen and me domain, so I just click the install custom button, which is given next to my WordPress. So you will see the installation of WordPress. This is the some policy which you can just read or just skip, and click the checkbox and then click next. Okay, so now it's taking us to the installation of WordPress page. So it has now opened, and you see that here your domain Jane Austen has been listed. You can also select other domains if they are added to your hosting. So I do not change it and let it remain Jane Austen and me. And here it is the slash .wordpress. Just remove this, because I want the WordPress to open up as I click on the Jane Austen and me. I don't want WordPress to open up not on Jane Austen and me, but on WordPress. Since I do not want this thing, so what I did is I removed WordPress from this. Okay, and you see it's the update settings. You can check if you want to receive automatic updates of WordPress. I do not want it, because I can manually install WordPress from my hosting, so it is not necessary to check this option. Next, you have the administrative access. Here you give your WordPress username and password. Okay, so I give my WordPress username as admin Yogi and password as something. Okay, and it has become strong. Or you can also generate this password, or you can see it here. So if you generate some random passwords, just do it and just save it somewhere, so that it doesn't get lost. Okay, I save it in my browser for the time being. And so my username becomes admin yogi and my password becomes this. Now you can see the main configuration is the place where you enter your email. I have placed care at yogihosting.com, which is my email. You can place it your email, like john at gmail.com or something else. So uh, after placing your email, you put the site name, which can be the site title For example, if your site is selling some craft, you can set the site name as John's Craft Online, etc., etc. So I just put my name, site name as WordPress tutorials. Okay, and interface language can be English or anything like Portugal, Dutch, German, French, anything, because WordPress is multilingual. And here some settings of database name, which you just leave it, because it will be automatically done by your Yogi hostings um server, so you don't have to worry on these things. Just you place your email, which is important, your WordPress account, WordPress username and administrative password, and make sure the directory is not there, because you want the WordPress to load right from the root. Okay, now click install and just wait for a few seconds, because WordPress will get installed and you will be then uh, ready to do changes to your website, etc. So now you get the message WordPress was successfully installed at http://janeaustinandme.com. So this message tells that your website is now live, and you can just refresh it here, and what you will see is your new site in WordPress. Okay, so you get WordPress tutorials, and yes, the site title which I set earlier, and you get the just another WordPress site, which is the default setting, which you can change from the WordPress CMS itself. So this is your site, and to log on to your CMS, you just enter hash after the names. You after name enter slash and write wp-login.php. Okay, so this is the this is asking for your username or email address or your password. So as you can see, you have installed it in this directory named Jane Austen and me, which is on the root. Administrator is the admin Yogi. You copy it and paste it here. You remove the extra space and you remember the password. It was I've lost it, but I can still get it from here, or just go back. Don't worry, because administrator email and password is shown here. You just copy your password from here. Okay, no need to save it. Copy, paste, and login button. Okay, it's now we have successfully logged on to WordPress dashboard, and you can see we have now the we can now ready to do changes like changing themes, which WordPress provides. Actually, the default 2016 theme has been applied, but what you can do is you can just search for some themes like e-commerce. If you have e-commerce theme, nothing has been found. You just add you just click on the add new button, because here you can now see the different themes which WordPress provides. These are the free themes, like the boss theme, which you can install, the radiance light theme, the prophylactic zing zing theme. So our WordPress is now installed and you are ready to do changes and add pages, post, etc. and etc. Since this is the default theme, so the look is this one. But if you change the theme, the look becomes different. And so that completes our WordPress installation tutorial. I am also posting a link to other WordPress tutorials in this video's description. Do check it. WordPress is very easy to learn, install, and you can make any website, any sort of website, which can be e-commerce, simple website, personal, business, etc., blogs, etc., etc. And thank you for this. And one thing more, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you will receive much more information in the coming days. So please do subscribe, and thanks for watching.